backyard garden. My name is Alicia, and I am fresh off of the smallest little potato harvest that I've ever done in my entire life. But now that means I was growing them in grow bags. So that means I have two big, giant, little puny, giant grow bags that now have empty spots in them. And so I busted out my seeds, and I'm going to go through all of the summer squash that I have, make sure that I have enough time to be growing some more summer squash. I think I do. But some of these varieties are definitely longer than others. And so I'm only going to pick the ones that are quick producing. But yeah, y'all, so check this out. This is my potato harvest out of two pretty good size grow bags. But okay, so here's what happened. I did only have one potato, and it wasn't very big, right? And because originally in the spring I had sweet potatoes in those bags, and we didn't get a frost, but we did get pretty cold. I think it got down to 35 or something. I want to say it was down to like 35 degrees. It wasn't quite freezing, but it got close-ish. But it wasn't that cold, and so I left the sweet potatoes outside. I shouldn't have done that. Sweet potatoes are not just frost tolerant, they are just even cold tolerant or cold sensitive. So they died. It didn't even get frost. They were like, oh my gosh, it's even semi-cold outside. We're just going to go die now. So my sweet potatoes died that I had in there. It's fine. I had more slips ready to go, and I put them in the greenhouse, and that was enough protection for when I planted them out that they were completely fine. So our last frost date here is the first. It's like between the first and second week of May. But I can plant out in the greenhouse things that are not frost tolerant, that they'll die with a frost, right? I can plant those out about a month earlier. So first week in April, I can plant stuff out in the greenhouse. And so my plan with the sweet potatoes was just to take them and put them in the greenhouse since they were in grow bags, if it got cold enough to freeze. And it didn't get cold enough to freeze, but that didn't matter. They still died. Anyway, I was sad about it for a while, but it's fine. My sweet potatoes in there now are like going absolutely nuts. And so I'm really excited. I think I might get a really good harvest out of it. But I had one potato left from a bag of potatoes from the store. And it wasn't like huge or anything. It was just like a baking potato, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It was just a russet. But it wasn't like your giant, like, steakhouse potato or anything. It was just a normal sized potato. But it was starting to produce eyes already. And so I was like, hey, I have a couple of grow bags. So I split it so that there were eyes on each side that I put in there. I ended up putting in 3 pieces, and I got this out of it. So I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad considering. I'll be posting a video in the next week or so showing the sad state of the potato plants. They got attacked by some kind of pest, which is crazy. I have never had potato pests before. Granted, I've never done well growing potatoes before either. But I had never seen it before. They ate the potato leaves down to the stump. And so I think they died back a lot more quickly than they otherwise would have, which is why they're so small. So it's fine. I got something out of it. And now I have 2 giant grow bags that I can plant something in. So I'm going to go through my zucchini, and I'm just going to, I'll take you over there before I sign off for the day, and I'll show you what I mean. So I have a bunch of zucchini and winter squash growing in my outdoor raised beds over there. And the winter squash is doing great because it has room to sprawl, right? It just like grows out and can figure its way to get some sun. I overcrowded those beds so incredibly bad that the summer squash, it just can't sprawl. It doesn't sprawl. And so it's just fighting for its sad little lives in there. And I'm going to go through in the next week or so, and I need to pull back some of the flowers and make sure that they can breathe. And I need to be able to get to my tomatoes, which are also in those beds. And so honestly, I really don't know that I'm going to get much actual squash out of it. I'll get tons of winter squash probably off of those. I also planted like baby pumpkins, baby boo and baby bear pumpkins, and they're already starting to vine up the trellis back there. Again, they're winter squash, and so they sprawl. They vine out, and they will find themselves some sunlight somehow. They will reach for it, and they will go for it. But yeah, my bushing squash is not doing really great. I have a few over there that are doing good, but I planted several that I know that I'm probably not going to get anything out of. And I know there is a gray zucchini over there, which I really like the flavor of. I didn't get a lot out of it last year when I grew it, but it tastes really good. It has just like a meaty texture. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a zucchini, so it's not like, oh my God, this has like this punch of flavor or anything. It's subtle, but it tastes really good, and it's still really versatile. So and that one is 60 days. So I'm probably going to put this one over in the grow bag over there. And then I have lemon squash seeds. I saved a bunch of seeds from my harvest from last year. So I might try to do this one, but I need to see if I have the bag for that one because I don't actually know. Oh, good. Yes. Whew. See, I ran out of seed this year. I don't think there's any actually in here. 55 days. Okay, this one's a 55-day variety, so I'll probably put lemon squash seeds in there too. The bags, the grow bags are pretty big. I can probably put 2 in each. So I'll put one of each of those. And I'm going to overseed the heck out of it because, you know, germination is just not great here. I have birds and lizards and squirrels and lots of little critters back here that like to just go in and do whatever they want to do. And so I'll definitely do that. So early prolific. So, but I wanted to go through here and see what else I could find. The only thing that's doing really, really well over there that I know I don't want to put over here is just a round green zucchini. I have, or not a round green zucchini, a green scallop squash. I have 2 plants over there, and I'll take you over there before I sign off, and they look absolutely amazing. So I won't plant any more of those either. But like this one's 85 days. I don't have enough time to be doing that. 45 to 60 days, Bianca de Triste. I might do that one. Golden zucchini. I think this one's doing good over there, so I don't think I'm going to do this one. It is a 65-day variety. The scallop squashes are 50 days, but in my experience, they attract the most squash bugs. And I haven't had a really bad time with squash bugs this year. And it honestly might be late enough for me to not worry about it. But I don't know if I want to grow more of them. Okay, I'll keep those in mind. And then I'll keep going because I have a ton of different squashes here. So this is the round zucchini. This is the one. I might do this one 50 to 60 days. I might do this one because I don't think I have it over there. Oh, this is the one. I'll do this one. A critter ate this one. Something ate it. So This one I planted out in my old elephant garlic bed. I had a bed of elephant garlic out there that I pulled, and I planted this a little start, same time I planted all my other ones, and I came out 2 days later and it had been eaten. And I'm like, dude, we don't have deer or anything around here. Like, what's eating a gigantic? Like, it was a pretty good plant start. Like, it wasn't tiny. Okay, so maybe I'll do that one. Crookneck. I think the crookneck is doing good over there, and Black Beauty is also doing pretty good over there. Well, it's doing all right over there. So looks like I have it narrowed down to round Bianca de Triste, gray zucchini, and then I'll do the lemon squash. So that'll work. That means I have 2 of each in each bag that I have. So I'll get those planted today. And then let's go look at the garden meal. It's pretty special. Mistakes were made. All right. I'm going to take a break. I'll come back and then we'll go. I'll get these planted. Then when we come back, I'll go and show you the ridiculous mess that is over there.